Welcome back, True Seeker. Want to talk about Cesare Borgia, the son of a pope, and who some historians contend is where the face of white Jesus came from. If you've never read the Bible before, Jesus is described of having bronze skin and hair of wool, like someone of African descent. So the question becomes, where did white Jesus come from? And many people say it's right here, the son of a pope in the Catholic Church, the church that spread Christianity to so much of the world. And if you're new here, we talk about letters, numbers, and dates on the calendar. It's a biblical language known as gematria, which comes from Kabbalah. I want to talk about a few things in regards to the day he was born, the day he died, and we're also going to get to Tupac Shakur, who had the rap alias Makaveli when he died, and the last album put out just after his death shows Tupac on the cross, again with the rap name Makaveli. Going to bring all this together. If you know what day Tupac died, it was the day this man was born. So anyhow, this person, he was known as the Duke of Valentinois. He was a nobleman, a politician, and a cardinal, position within the Catholic Church. Again, his father was the Pope, whose fight for power was a major inspiration for The Prince by Machiavelli, his most important work. He was the son of Pope Alexander VI and his long-term mistress. Then it says more about his family here. Anyhow, this is where it gets really fascinating. The day he died, March 12th, that is the 71st day of the year. I've explained before that this is a very important day to the Catholic Church. The word Catholic, using the alphabetic order, sums to 71. Consider it's the Catholic Church that gave us the Gregorian calendar, where March 12th is the 71st day. And that's thanks to February being an awkward month. February sets up this possibility. If you use Sumerian gematria, that's multiplying the alphabetic order times 6. Notice Pope is 52 using the alphabetic order. Times 6 is 312. If you take the birth name of Pope Francis, his birth name sums to 312 in ordinal. The current Pope, but just notice, Pope 312. Here we're talking about the son of a Pope dying March 12th, 3/12, the 71st day of the year. Even more interesting, his name, Cesare Borgia, gematria 58. Very special number, like biblical, like tetragrammaton. Also, with regards to the calendar equals 58. So does Gregorian, so does zodiac, so does solar cycle. So does Freemasonry, so does secret society. The Masons within the Catholic Church, the Jesuits as they're known now. The Jesuits were not established until about 40 years after the death of this man. That should be noted. Also, gematria of 77. Just like with the alphabetic order, Christ equals 77. In Luke, there's 77 generations to Christ. Here it is coded in this man's name who's been given, or who has a likeness similar to what people know of Jesus Christ. And what else jumps out is this 221. This organization wasn't established yet either, but remember, Masonry, these secret societies, this occult knowledge, it goes back thousands of years. And anyhow, the powerful Masonic network in this world, the Bavarian Illuminati, notice their gematria of 221 as well as 139. His name 221, he was born September 13th. Tupac Shakur, 139, dead on September 13th. Again, this man, an inspiration for Machiavelli. Tupac's final rap alias was Makaveli, a play on the name. Tupac's mother was announced dead at the beginning of 2016, the day of Machiavelli's birthday. For another lesson, just in case you forget, Black Panther equals 213 in the base ciphers. Also 666 in Sumerian. They just brought out the movie on February 16th. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216, like 2/16. Anyway, Black Panther 213, Black History Month 213, Drive-by Shooting 213, Tupac Shakur released All Eyes on Me February 13th, 2/13 in Black History Month. died 213 days later, September 13th, the date appropriate for him. And now a date we're realizing has a parallel to this man, who has a parallel to Machiavelli. Like I said, everything that's happening in history, these major news stories, they're big rituals and they're tributes to the past. Tupac's death was a major ritual, a major story. This man's name in the septenary cipher that's meant to be used with the Bible, sums to 47, like the word Christian, like the word Vatican. His name sums to 35, like Catholic in reduction, like cardinal in reduction, like Elohim in reduction, like I in ordinal. And remember, I being 3 letters and summing to 35, that's not arbitrary. We have 2 eyes on our face, 1 in our mind. 3 eyes, I's a 3-letter word. 5 is also the 3rd prime number. They have this mathematical relationship. Prime numbers, super important. Also, in the English extended cipher, his name sums to 373, which is the 74th prime number. Again, just using the alphabetic order. Jesus 74, Cross 74, Messiah 74, Gospel 74, Parables 74. You write Jesus Christ in reverse reduction 74. 373, the 74th prime number. A few other things stand out, but that's really enough to make the point. Any more would be overkill. It's interesting that his nickname, Duke of Valentinois, in the English extended cipher sums to 1309, kind of like 139, like his date of birth. This man was living in a time when English was coming into being. English paying tribute to the languages that came before it, languages such as Greek, Hebrew, which are based in this letters and numbers system, which has always been a spiritual system. And here we're talking about a spiritual subject, the face of Jesus Christ, and where white Jesus came from. So, leave this post down below. There's always more truth seeker. If you can connect any dots, please do. Until next time.